What's going on, everybody? Lil Chris here, and in today's video, I finally clipped out my last match from my last live stream, and it's going to be a 9-ball match. Now, during this part of the live stream, I wasn't able to keep up with the cue ball diagram in real time, so I've added it post-production right up over here so that way you can see where I'm hitting at on the cue ball when it's my shot. And you're still also going to see the live chat right over here so that way you have your context whenever I'm answering anybody's questions. So sit back and enjoy the match, and I'll see you when it's over. Let's see here. All right. So on this matchup here, I am playing up against a skill level 8. And I was surprised that because like normally in my area, you're either a skill level 7 or you're a skill level 9. It's not very often that I see skill level 8s, and I think in my area there's 3 of them, and I'm up against one of them here. So if I remember correctly, the score is going to be a race to 75 to 65. I think I have that correct. Let me check with the equalizer. Yes, the race is going to be 75 to 65. And we already got a prediction. I'm going to win 75 to 61. Does anybody else want to make a prediction before I get started, or make predictions as I get started? And actually, I'm gonna note yours down there, Jay Doozy. So let's see here. Jay Doozy predicts 75 to 61. Anybody else want to make a prediction? Feel free, and I'll try to capture them. So here we go. I won the coin flip on this one, so I'm going to break first. So now you saw earlier when I was playing up against the other skill level 9 that I was doing the classic break where I was trying to make the one ball into the side pocket. Now, at least on this match here, I've moved all the way over to the side because now I'm just doing my side rail break. I am still trying to make the wing, like I'm trying to treat the rack kind of like if it was a template rack. Like I don't want to break differently because I can't predict where the gaps are going to be, how the rack is going to behave. The only thing I can control is what I do. Right, so I'm still gonna try breaking this very similar to how I break a magic rack, but I am gonna break with more power because we're not using a magic rack. So Robin Barnes, you think the match is going to be 75 to 50, so that must be me. And then Patrick Green, you think it's going to be 75 to 55, or 59, I'm sorry. This is cool. I actually like this, seeing what everybody predicts is going to be. Ooh, Mike, you think I'm going to lose this one? Cool. Let's see. Ron Leith, 75 to 53. 65 to 61. So actually, I'm going to put 61 to 65 because just know that the left score is always mine. Cody slides. Let's see here. 75 to 60. Boy, this is awesome. I love all the interaction. Lou Senpai. Oh, I'm going to lose. 70 to 65. Cool. And then now it says I'm going to win 75 to 48. Okay. So that's a lot of predictions. So let's get started with this and let's see who's going to be the closest. Lewis Studer, sorry. You say 75 to 54. Okay. So let's see what happens here. You can see that was pretty much a head-on break there. Like I said, pretty much like how I try to break a magic rack. It looks like I made a ball on the break. But it doesn't look like I have a shot at the one ball. So let's see here. What do I try to do? More than certain, I probably try to play safe. My opponent has to go to 65 because he's a skill level 8, Mike. I have to go to 75. Okay. I'm pretty sure that was a safety. I just didn't want the one ball to move. Yeah, that's pretty much a safety because the 3 balls down here, like I clearly wasn't trying to make that ball and then play position like this. So I just don't think I wanted the one ball to roll as far as it did. Jared Ginther, you say 75 to 58. What do I get if I guessed right? I don't know. Maybe think I can consider. I think I can consider something like that. I'll just have to figure it out as we go along. Let's see. Where's my opponent? No one's shot yet. Let's speed this up a bit. Where's my opponent? Where is my opponent? Oh, there he is. Okay. Let's see here. It's like he tried to cut it in. All right, so that's one inning there. So at least it looks like I have a shot here. So this looks like it's going to have to be bottom left spin as I try to pull the cue ball over to the side rail. I'm going to try to shoot the one ball into the bottom left corner pocket. Just like that. Oh, my goodness. Clearly, I did not want that to happen, so I'm pretty sure that I wanted the cue ball to be on the other side of the three so I can shoot the three ball into the opposite corner pocket. Ooh, an autograph for the winner? That could be something I could think about doing. So you can see here, this is the same kind of shot that I did on the last 9-ball match where I thinned the ball and I tried to send the cue ball to the other end of the table, but I caught the point of the corner pocket. The cue ball should be at the other end of the table. Now, it's still somewhat safe, right? Because my opponent can't, I don't think my opponent can cut it. He has to try to bank the ball in. Trust me, Mike, I do have plenty of stuff that I can actually do giveaways with. And I do giveaways on my channel. We can talk about that more after the match is over. Let's see here. So what's my opponent going to do? Where is my opponent again? Oh, there he is. Let's see. What is he doing here? Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Has anybody noticed all the stripes that are on the table? And we're supposed to be playing 9-ball. I think this is one that I was going to label in post production the dirtiest 9-ball rack ever. Because I think it actually involved two solids and the rest were stripes. So let's see here. Oh, nice safety. I like it. So I'm going to have to try to kick at this ball. And it looks like he left me a 2-rail kick shot. So pretty much when you think about the path that the object ball took in order for him to play the safety, you pretty much try to mimic that same path with the cue ball. So I'll be kicking to the short rail and then to the side rail. I do have a little bit of right spin here. I think I'm trying to kick to make it. But you can see there, like the cue ball didn't do anything near what I wanted it to do. All right, so my opponent has ball in hand. Let's see what he can do here. It's like he gives himself a natural angle to get position on, I think the 13's next, or is that the 12 ball all the way up there? Okay, the 12 ball is all the way up at the top. Does he get up there without scratching? Oh, he almost scratched. Oh my gosh, he just rattles it, barely rattles it. But I think I'm hooked. So it looks like I'm going to have to try to 1-rail kick this in. Ooh! Just as long as I avoided the scratch. So Jay Doozy, you're asking about my shirt in this. It is a Cobra Kai shirt, but it's a pool related Cobra Kai shirt. So instead of it saying what is it? Instead of it saying strike first, strike hard, no mercy, because that's the Cobra Kai logo, as you saw that I just ended up missing that shot there. I think it says break first, break hard, no mercy. because that's going to basically just to try to keep with the Cobra Kai theme. That is a shirt that I got from kickshotpoolgear.com. I do believe that in the description of this live stream is a discount code that you can use if you decide to visit their website, to where you can get 10% off. I do believe my discount code is still active. Oh, what gaming chair is this? I don't even think this gaming chair exists anymore. Like, there's obviously chairs that look like this one here, but it's not the same one, because this says Merax, Merax. This is something that I got off of Amazon for the gaming chair. So I think my opponent cleans up that rack there. So he's ahead first, 7-3. All right, so let's see my opponent break. Oh, smashing break, gets that ball, wing ball to go in. Looks like he's got position on the one ball. Easily makes the one ball into the side pocket. Looks like he's got position on the two. I just can't tell if he can do anything with it. Cody Slides, you want to know what my team name is? It's called Come Get It. And then we have the 9-ball, or this, I'm sorry, this 9-ball team here. The Come Get It team is the 8-ball team, and then the 9-ball team is Can't Get It. Let's see here. So there's a safety for me. I said no reason to try to do something risky here. If I get ball in hand, then I might be able to do something. Oh, my opponent makes a good hit. All right, let's see here. Just give me just a second. Okay. All right, so I missed what happened. It looks like the 2-ball's gone. As I was trying to make the 4-ball and get position on the 5, and it looks like I got lucky. I ended up dropping the ball there. Let's see here. Can't really tell what I'm going to try to do with this 5-ball here. I'm not even sure if I have the scores correct anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 12. Does anybody know what the score is? Okay, so that had to have been a defensive shot for me. Let's see what my opponent does here. You're saying my opponent should have 9? Okay, can fix that. Does that make the score correct? Because 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Somebody's missing a point. So I'm guessing that might have been me. So if I have the scores wrong, someone just let me know. Let's see here. John Tank, I see you have a prediction of 70 to 65. So you have me losing this one. And I end up comboing the 9 in. And that's what? 4 dead balls? So yeah, this looks right. Because then everything adds up to some increment of 10. Okay. So there it looks like what? I see 7. I made 2 balls on the break, so now we're all tied up again. So I think here I'm going to try to carom in that stripe off of the billiard. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to billiard that stripe after making contact with the 5 ball. And actually, I think after my opponent missed, I think we're on 6 innings. Like I said, this multitasking stuff is too much. Oh, try to force that breakout open. All right, so the 5 ball is lined up for the corner pocket here. We can see that the 8 ball is going to be next. Looks like I'm just drawing the cue ball over to the side rail and back out. So does that mean I'm playing a combo? Have to be, right? Yeah. You can see I hit it soft enough to where I know that the 8 ball is not going to be rolling away. Uh-oh. Did I get past the 13 ball? I didn't. So I'm probably going to have to play some sort of a defensive shot here. But it looks like I'm measuring for a cut cross bank shot. These are one of my favorite shots that I like to take. Oh, I was way off on that one, though. All right, so looks like my opponent's got a free shot at the 10 ball to go into the bottom left corner pocket. He's probably just going to draw this a little bit towards the side rail. Actually, it's a thinner cut shot than it looks like, so he probably has to pull the cue ball over to the side rail. Wants to make sure he doesn't scratch in the side pocket. Kind of like that. Accidentally moves the ball, and sometimes I would have to say like that should be considered a foul, but I mean y'all would have to tell me like what's the how would you rule that? He tried to move an accidental ball back while the balls were in motion, and the cue ball collides with that moving ball, or that ball that was accidentally moving. I do believe in the rule book it specifies that that would be a foul. I should have actually have ball in hand. Let's see, what do I got here? 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Am I missing a point? I know my opponent hasn't made a ball yet, so I think I missed a point on me. Okay, good shot there on the 10 ball. Cue ball rolling its way around. Don't scratch. Oh, never mind. Take the point away. So 5 dead balls. Yeah, everybody agrees that that should have been a foul. Yeah, typically I know if you have an accidentally moving a ball is not an issue, unless the cue ball comes in contact with that accidental moved ball. Because as long as nothing contacts that accidental moved ball, like you're supposed to wait until everything comes to a stop before you move stuff back. And there you have it there. I take that rack down. The score is 16-9 with 5 dead balls. I think we're on 8 innings. I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, I got the wing ball to go into the corner pocket. Looks like I'm going to have shape on the 1. Don't get in the way, 4. So I at least have a shot at the 1 ball. And it looks like all of y'all agree that it's a foul. Okay, lots of inside spin there to do that. That's that inside 3-rail position shot. Good position on the 2 ball here. You'll see me just punch the cue ball off the side rail to come over to the other side for position on the 3. Oh, just don't scratch. That looks good. Could probably play this one here with a little bit of bottom left to kind of just pull the cue ball back to the middle of the table for position on the 4. And then here, just slightly draw back a little bit to get a little bit closer to the 5 ball, but there's no real reason to like move it a whole lot. Now, I think with the angle that I have on the 5 ball, I think I have to try to draw this on the other side of the side pocket so I can play the 6 in the upper left-hand corner. So I do have bottom right spin on this cue ball. Oh, never mind. I at least think that's what I was trying to do. I'm more than certain I wanted the cue ball probably to end up right here. So that way I can shoot the 6 up here. So do I end up playing a bank shot? Yeah, there's a bank shot. Made the bank shot. What was that hesitation for? Do I have to just draw straight back or can I use the short rail? Oh, I have to draw straight back. And I must have missed a point somewhere because then I think I should have that many points. And yeah, that was a break and run. Ooh, there goes the wing ball again. So that's what I meant. Like, even though we're not using template racks, because if you use a template rack, the wing ball is pretty much like guaranteed to go into the corner pocket. But like I said, I still try to break like as if it was a template rack. I just choose a little bit more power just to compensate for any gaps that might be in the rack. As you can see there, I go ahead and go for the cut shot. I try to go for another break and run here if I can get it. Because I do believe the 2 ball goes into the side pocket, and I think all I do is just kind of stun off the 2, run into the 6, and you can see I can play the 3 ball into the upper right corner pocket, push the cue ball over to the side rail, I think above the side pocket with right spin, so that way I spin it back towards the middle of the table to get position on the 4 to go into the lower left corner pocket. Pretty much like that. Now, I'm not sure if I'm straight in. It doesn't look like it. It looks like I have some top right spin. I'm going to push this to the short rail and have it come right back up. Get position on the 5. And this is probably with bottom left. I think I'm going to hit the 9 ball too. Nope, I avoided the 9 ball. And then using top spin, shoot the 6 ball into the corner pocket, push the cue ball to the short rail and have it come back up for position on the 8. Looks like I'm going to get short side position or no position at all. I didn't hit it hard enough. But I've got break and run on the brain, right? I just broke and ran the last rack. I want to see if I can break and run this rack here. So I'm going to go ahead and try to kick it in. I missed the ball altogether. Oh my goodness. Let's see, Mike, you're wanting to know what would the Fargo rate percentages be with this match. I mean, I'm a 637. I don't know what my opponent's Fargo rating would be. So unless someone knows the conversion of how you can try to take an APA skill level and try to do like an accurate translation to Fargo, I don't know. I mean, like if anybody wants to do the side work, like what would a 9 and an playing up against a skill level 8 Fargo wise, what would the race be? So my opponent wasn't able to finish that rack off. Leaves me a really long shot on the 9-ball here. There I'm checking to see if I'm going to scratch if I try to make it. Because I do think I try to cut this in the lower left corner pocket and just use finesse to try to avoid scratching in the corner pocket. Because I already have topspin on this ball. It's either that or I'm going to try to cut it. I'm cutting it into one of these pockets. You can see all the topspin that I have on the cue ball. Oh, I went for the bank. Oh golly, and I couldn't get lucky on that one. So you saw there, like in my last APA match that I did publish though, where I talked about not forfeiting racks. I made my opponent shoot that, even though it was sitting in the corner pocket. Right? He's got to earn those 2 points. I'm not just going to give it to him. Now, more times than not, it's usually a respectable thing that you should be, you give the player the respect that they're going to make the shot. But I've seen stranger things happen on shots that normally would not be missed, get missed, or an accidental miscue or something like something bad happens. But now with my opponent breaking, this looks pretty good for him. Should it be 33 to 12? I mean, my opponent just made a ball on the break, so that would be 13-14. Let's see. Does he just roll this in, make sure he doesn't get hooked behind the 9? Oh, he rolls it a little too far. How many of y'all would try to billiard the 9-ball in at this point? Ooh, I think that's what he tried to do. But he banked combo the 4-ball in. And he has position on it. Good shot there. So it looks like he's going to have a bit of a cut shot here on the 5-ball to go into the upper right corner pocket. He's probably going to have to let the cue ball go from side to side for 2 rails for position on the 6. And see, that's why I said side to side. I mean, he's got position, but I think I would have just hit that a little bit firmer, use the other side rail, and then come back out. So here I have a free shot at the 6-ball. Looks like I just stunned it with a little bit of right spin off of the short rail for position on the 7. I think I just roll this in because now the position is natural to get to the 9. Just like that. 9-ball in the corner pocket. So, and if I think now, after the adjustment that I got from Lewis Studer, thank you for that, the score should be 37 to 18, I believe, with 5 dead balls. So that's a total of what? 40, 55, 60. So this is now the 7th rack, going into the 7th rack. And I do believe we're on 10 innings. Ooh, there's that wing ball. Almost looked like the Corey Deuel soft break if the 9-ball would have just sat still. Now here, I don't think that I don't remember if the 1-ball passes the 5-ball in this position here. What do I do here? What do I do here? Boy, I'm really trying to figure out what to do here. Robin, you want me to cut it in the side? Oh my goodness. I can cut a shot, but I mean, I can't cut a shot beyond 90 degrees unless a rail's involved. What the heck am I doing here? I don't even know what I'm doing now. Looks like I tried to combo the 9 in. Didn't even try to come up with a safety shot. So that definitely means I was in aggressive mode at that point. Okay, so can my opponent cut the 1 ball in, or is he forced to bank it? Got the 2 balls sitting right here that he's got to play position for. Oh, he cuts it in. Nice shot. Let's see here. What do you do here? Do you try to cut the 2 ball directly into the side pocket, or do you try to risk hitting it fuller and have it carom off of the 5 so that way you can hold the cue ball for position on the 3? Because I think if you try to directly cut it, the cue ball starts to run up table, like towards the 9, possibly even towards the corner pocket. Oh, see, like that. But see how the cue ball goes up and he has to control it to go down this way. It would have been a good shot had he made it. There, it looks like I'm lining up for a combo. Oh, there we go. Nice shot by me. Sometimes I don't even remember what I did. So clearly you can see we have an issue here. Either by the time I get there, I'm either going to try to break it out, maybe play a 7-8 combo, or just play some sort of defensive shot. This looks like I'm going to draw this over to the side rail and back out for position on the 5, but I missed. And it looks like I got the angle to where I can possibly break out the 7 ball. I could have shot the 5 ball in and then draw the cue ball into the 7 and the 8. Because that's pretty much what he's going to have to do here if he wants to continue a run. Let's see what he does here. Oh, what a shot. Oh, but he's not rewarded. Oh, man. That's going to be a dead ball. I got ball in hand with 3 balls left on the table. I should be able to finish this. What am I doing here? Just pushing the cue ball to the short rail with some left spin to get position on the 8. Pretty much like that. And then probably just drawing straight back for this one. Nine ball in the corner pocket. News Nebraska, welcome back. Yeah, I usually like to let my hair grow out a little long before I get it cut. I can almost go like possibly like 2 months before I get my hair cut. As you can see, the softer break approach doesn't work on this rack. Looks like my opponent was going to have to play a 1-3 combination. I can't tell if it sneaks past the 3. Possibly could go straight there. Ooh, he overcut it. And it looks like he made a good hit on that too, because like that was pretty close. Like that could have almost been a double hit foul, but I think he hit that pretty clean. He just overcut the ball. So you can see there, I just roll the cue ball so I can get in between the 2 and the 3, because the 2 has to go to the bottom left corner pocket. I didn't want to play position where I have to play a 2-3 combination. So you can see I just gently roll the 2 ball in. And I want you to notice like when the pace at which the balls that are going in, probably with the exception of this one because of how I have to draw the cue ball to get back down towards the 4 ball. But you notice like I'm not hitting hardly any of these shots hard unless I'm really trying to do something with the cue ball. More times than not, like these balls are just like gradually rolling their way towards the pockets. And that's pretty much what I'm talking about when I instruct a lot of my APA players to hit the ball softly. Because you're in more control of your shots when you do that. The heck did I do here? I must be lining up for the combo. Six, 9 combination. Notice how the 9 keeps going into the top right corner pocket? And that's 3 dead balls, which means I missed a point. We should have 9 dead balls. I think this is what the final score, or not the current score, not the final score. We're not done yet. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, if I do have the scores wrong. So you saw, there's my adjustment, right? You saw how I broke softer on the previous rack and like nothing happened. And then here I just hit it harder. And then look, I got 2 balls to fall on the break. Now let's see, what am I in? Am I in safe mode or am I in a aggressive mode? That's safe mode. What a safety. I like that. I'm at 51. I made 2 balls on the break, so I should be at 53. 51 was when the rack ended. Because after I made the combination, there were 3 dead balls left on the table, so we should have a total of 9 dead balls. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. That was a good hit by my opponent. Let's see. I don't think the combination is there. Looks like I tried it anyway. I ended up selling a shot out to my opponent. He's got a free shot at the 6 to go into the bottom right corner pocket. Oh, just barely avoids the scratch. So what do you do here? Play the 7 and then just play some sort of safety with the 8? Oh, he tried to break it out. Look at that. So let's see. What's the safety here? How do you play safe here? Just put the cue ball at the other side of the table and have the 8 run into the 10? Because that's pretty much what I think I'm going to do at this point. Yeah, see? So actually, you know what? Let's talk about this more. And it looks like I didn't get the safety that I wanted. So we're actually going to pause the video here. And we're gonna go back to this safety here. This is a very common safety that you can pretty much see happen in APA, where they're like, they don't want to risk moving anything, so they kind of just gently tap the cue ball into the object ball and have the object ball hit the rail. Well, it's a safety nonetheless, but it allows an opponent like myself to come back and try to play a smarter safety. Now, I failed to execute this safety here, but had I executed it correctly, then he would be hooked. So what I'm suggesting is that if he was able to, he should have tried to do like something similar to what I would have done here. So what I was thinking of, because what I had said during his shot is I would have thought maybe if he could have cut the ball to where it hits the 10 comes over here and the 8 comes over here, but the cue ball comes over here and puts distance between the 8 ball and the cue ball. Now Is it possible I would have been left with a bank shot? Maybe. Is it possible that I've at least that would be considered safe, I would think, because I don't have a direct shot. And if I don't have a shot, like the 10 ball still blocks the path from the 8 ball, well, at least my cue ball is further away from my current object ball, making it a little bit more difficult for me to play another safety right back at him. So sometimes you got to be careful when you want to play these touch safety shots, especially in 9 ball, where you just want to tap the cue ball into the object ball and have the object ball hit a rail, because the incoming opponent can just thinly cut that ball and then send the cue ball wherever they want, which is pretty much what I tried to do. I just failed at actually getting the safety that I wanted. So I think that's another inning. You can see there, I wanted the cue ball to end up right behind the 15 ball. It just didn't make it there. But I don't think he can shoot this 8 ball, though. I think it's still blocked by the 10. So the question is can he get the 8 ball around the 10 and then keep the cue ball on the same side? What's he gonna do here? Uh-oh. So maybe that was the only option that he had. So looks like I have a combination. So we're gonna see hopefully the 8 go into the 13. Ooh, 2 times. But I'm hooked. So what you just saw me do there was the what is it? The midpoint parallel shift 2-rail kicking system. What do y'all think? Was that a good hit? I'd have to say so because of the direction that the 15 ball came in. And we can look at it one more time. All right, because if it was a bad hit, the 15 ball would go towards the middle of the table, not go towards the right side rail. All right? I think we all can agree with that. So we got a free shot at the 8 ball here for my opponent and see if he can draw it back a little bit closer to the 10 ball to go into the bottom right corner pocket. Looks like he cheated the pocket on the wrong side. But he at least still gets the point. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Just banks that in with authority. The only unfortunate part, now the cue ball's on the short rail here, so he doesn't really have access to the cue ball. See if he can safely roll this in. Nicely done. Let's see here. So now we have a score of 55-26 with 9 dead balls. Hey, Robin Barnes, you have a good night, bud. Thanks for stopping by the stream. How's everybody's feeling about their predictions? I already saw that I think Lewis wanted to change his prediction. Or somebody wanted to change their prediction. Are we still feeling confident? Decent break by my opponent as he was able to at least make a ball on the break. Doesn't look like you have a shot at the 1 ball though, so he has to kick at it. This is the one thing that I can honestly say that I just wish APA would allow is a push after the break. Right? This is the one thing I could probably say that I do dislike about APA is that there's no push shot after the break in 9 ball when there should be. Let's see. How's my opponent going to kick this ball? Oh, good hit. I think it's just unfortunate that he leaves me a shot. One ball goes into the side pocket, and with topspin, I just push the cue ball closer to the side rail for position on the 2. Now you can see the 3 ball is tied up next to the 9 ball, so that's why I wanted to make sure I had this little angle here so that I can hit the side rail and try to break the 3 out. Do that, but I miss. I tried. So now I have to kick at the 3 ball. You can see I just willy-nilly just tried to hit it, and I knew I was going to at least make a legal hit. Let's see here. There's 7 balls left on the table. So I think I missed a point for me. I think I should have 57. Oh, holy crap, man. My opponent can bank. For sure. Gee whiz, that was a good shot. Uh-oh. Oh, a friendly little bump off of the 5 and avoids the scratch. And gets position, too. Probably wanted the cue ball to roll up a little bit further. But this should be fine. Nicely done there. Gonna have to play the 8 ball into the same pocket. I think he just wants to make sure that he doesn't scratch. So it looks like he's going to try to come underneath the side pocket. Oh, oh my gosh, he banks it again. You got to be kidding me. Wow. Holy cow. Oh, what an out by my opponent. That was awesome. Holy cow. Ooh, makes a ball on the break and has position on the 1 ball. Let's see here. Now, what we can see is that he has to make a left cut on the 1 ball, which means the cue ball is going off to the right. But you can see that it's also tracking around behind the 8, 9, and the 4, which is going to be blocking the 2 ball. All right, so this is a very important shot if he wants to stay at the table. Oh, he's going around. He's going to get the breakout. I see the 3 moving. Oh, he got the breakout. What a shot. Man, my opponent's on a roll now. Let's see if he banks this one in. Oh my gosh, I was gonna lose it if he made that one. Oh, what a good run by my opponent. Oh man, let's see here. So it doesn't look like I have a shot at the 3 ball. I think I have to kick at this. Yep, 2 rail kick. Oh, almost 2 rail kicked it in. Do I get lucky and I have him hooked behind the 8? Exactly, Patrick. You don't see him measuring. He eyeballs all those bank shots and just nails them. Ooh. That usually means they're lining up for a masse. Good hit. And looks like he got a good leave out of it too. Do I have to kick at this or can I at least see it? My favorite shot gets intercepted. I try to cut cross bank it to the corner pocket. And there is a general rule of thumb. to that shot when you're trying to do cut cross bank shots from the side rail to the corner pocket. And the rule of thumb is basically if you cannot shoot the cue ball straight into the corner pocket past the object ball, then more times than not, they're going to double kiss, just like how they did there. Ooh, nice attempt at a safety. I think I can at least see the ball. So I'm probably going to answer back with a safety of my own. And I don't think I got it. Let's see. He can clearly hit that. Does he have to kick at it, though? No, see, so here's the same thing, right? So, but look what I can do here, right? I think I can just bank the 3 ball and hook the cue ball behind the 5 and the 6. See? So these are things that you have to be careful when you're just going to do those touch safety shots. Now he could still do a rather easy one rail kick into the 3 ball. But these are things that I think you should think about when you really are. You try to be sure about playing just that tap shot safety by just tapping the object ball into the rail. Can he see in between the 5 and the 6? What is he doing? Is there a window? Oh, there's a window. Oh, makes a good hit, but he scratches. I didn't remember if there was a window back there. All right, so it looks like the 5 and 6 are tied up, so I'm probably just going to break them open gently here with this 3 ball. Pretty much like that. Now, I can't tell if the 5 ball goes behind the 6 ball. What am I doing here? Oh. So since the 5 ball wouldn't go behind the 6 ball, that's why I elected to play this. I tried to come all the way back around so I can play the 5 ball into the bottom right corner pocket. I probably should have just made it and then played some sort of safety again. So which is pretty much what I think my opponent should do here. Go ahead and take this point, and then play some sort of a defensive shot on the 5 ball. Let's see what he does. Ooh, is he looking to see if he can make it? Oh, oh, what a shot! Wow, just barely, not enough momentum on it to do a what is it? Rail first, carom off of the 6 ball in order to go in. I think that's referred to as a ticky shot. So I think that pretty much allows me to clean up the rack here. 8 ball should be going into the corner pocket, and I probably spin this cue ball 2 rails to play the 9 in the side, or do I play the 9 in the bottom right? Oh, never mind. I just zigzag it. But I didn't even get the position that I was wanting. Like I couldn't really tell what kind of angle I had there on the 8 ball. Oh, I tried to back cut the ball in. Do I give him this one though, or do I make him shoot it? Oh, see, I still make him shoot it. There have been times where I will give the opponent the ball or give them the game basically. All right, so I'm missing a point. Does anybody remember who might have the missing point? Somebody should have it. It's either 61 to 40 or 60 to 41. If anybody's been helping me keep track. Uh-oh. Oh, good break. 61 to 40. Okay, so that makes it 61 to 41 then after my opponent makes a ball on the break. I can't tell if he's point hooked behind the side pocket or not. If he's not, he should at least have a shot at the one ball. Yeah, so I think he couldn't see enough past the point in order to actually be able to make the one ball. All right, so let's see here. This looks like I might try to cut the one ball into the side pocket. Cue ball should be going like 3 or 4 rails, I think, to try to get position on the two. Do I get it? Do I get it? Ooh, I think I got it. Play a 2-7 combination. There we go. Now, can I break out the 3 ball? Looks like I'm going to use the side rail. Oh, I tried to draw straight into it. Never mind. Actually, no. That must be setting up for the 3-8 combination. Yeah, so I was definitely trying to play the 3-8 combination there. Just didn't make it. All right, so my opponent returns back to the table. He's got a shot at the 3 ball to go into the upper right corner pocket. Oh, gets some help from the 8 ball there. Nice shot. He's got good position on the 4. Could probably try to just gently roll this in so that way he can play the 6 into the bottom right or bottom left. I'm sorry. Never mind. It goes down to the side or short rail and comes back up. This is good. Because now he's pretty much going to want to do the same thing. Go to the short rail and come back up for position on the 8. Just like this. Slow down. Because that makes it harder. Got another bank shot coming up. No, but he doesn't make that one. All those banks that he was making. But just falls short on this one. Looks like I have to bank. See, I can bank 2 without measuring, right? Isn't that what I did? Let's look at that again. See, I just got down and shot. I can bank 2 without measuring without measuring it. But if y'all remember, in my last bank video, I did say like if you don't ever see me measure, that's because I'm using the system that I did demonstrate in my last bank video. Because I'm able to draw all the lines on the tables using just my eyes and then kind of have an idea of where I want the object ball to hit on the rail in order to make the bank shot. All right, does that look right? Yes, the score looks good. Ooh, wing ball into the corner pocket. Looks like I'm going to have position on the 1. I'm bridged over the 4 ball. Let's see here. I should be able to still make this, though. I don't think this is going to be an issue. Getting position on the 3 ball might be an issue, so that's why I just roll the ball in. I don't try to do anything with the cue ball. I just go ahead and just take this long shot, which was a message from one of the viewers earlier. You know, just take what the table gives you and don't try to overdo something. Okay, nice little stop shot there for position on the 4. I don't know if the 6 ball passes the 9, so I'm pretty sure I'm thinking, like, how am I going to get position on this 5 to where I can break out the 6 if the 6 is not a free ball? Because otherwise, I'm certainly going to play a safety on the 6. Yeah, so I don't think the 6 ball goes. Because I don't think I have the angle that I want to try to break out the 6. Yeah, so do I play a safety? I think I have 72 points. Oh, it did go. And it went. Oh my goodness. Just barely rocked its way in. Now, do I bank this one in? I didn't measure it. So close. So close. You gotta be kidding me. Woo. All right, here. Let's see what happens. Ooh, is he gonna go for a kick shot? I've seen this on more than one occasion by some players. Like, what would y'all do here? I mean, you have a straight path to it, and this is straight up aggressive mode right here, right? You gotta try to kick in. How many of y'all would try to kick this in to try to, a desperate move? And he makes it! Oh my gosh, and he makes it! Like, how many of y'all would try to do that versus just trying to play some sort of safety? How do you do a kick shot and then a bank shot back to back? If he would have made both of those and have the position that he has on the 9 ball, my goodness. I don't think I have anything. I think I'm forced to play a safety here. Or do I go for a ticky shot? No, I play a defensive shot. See, Lewis, and I like your answer, Lewis, because it's like one of those things where it's like it's do or die. Like you have to do something to try to catch up, and that's exactly what he tried to do. But it's definitely one of those things, like I said before, if you have the confidence that you're going to succeed at whatever it is that you're trying to do, I mean, by all means, because you should clearly be playing the percentages. Like, of all the things that you can think of, like on this particular shot, I could do this, this, or this. And it's like, I have this percentage to be successful here, that percentage to be successful here, and you just start calculating it. It's like, well, which one's the higher percentage one? And typically, that's the one that you should be going for. Doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes there is an exception to where like you go for the low percentage shot because when you make it, it allows you to win the rack. Ooh, look at that. He just gives me ball in hand. What do you think I'm going to try to do here? So he obviously gives me ball in hand because the ball can't be made. The 8 ball cannot be made. So I just answered back with another safety. Right? Because I could have tried to bank the 8 ball into the bottom right corner pocket. But again, when you weigh the percentages, I have a much higher percent chance at doing that than I do trying to bank the 8 ball. So I picked the shot that has the higher percentage. Oh, wait, does he hit it? Oh, he still hits it. So I have my shot here, though. So I think all I have to do is just make these last two, and I'm done. So slight elevation there, so you can see I'm going to try to hold position for the 9 ball. Give the cue ball a little thump, just like that. And then the final 9 ball. And that should be for the win. Yep. Oh, man. And I think the way that works, it's 75 to 45 with 10 dead balls. So, who was the closest one here? And that's going to wrap things up for today's video. Now, I struggled a bit trying to figure out what's the main thing everybody should be able to take away from this match here. And the only thing that I was able to settle on was pretty much what you saw happen right there towards the end of the match. And that was when my opponent kicked in that 7 ball. And you hear me engage with the live viewers as to what do you do in a scenario like that? When you're behind and your opponent is on the verge of winning, you have the ability to send the cue ball right into the object ball so you know you're not going to foul. So would it have been better for my opponent to bank the 7 ball in or play some sort of safety or just go all in like he did and try to kick it in because it's pretty much a do or die situation? I really can't say that my opponent made a wrong decision. He kicked it in. He almost could have finished the table. Now, is it something that I would have done? I really can't say because I've been in that situation before, and sometimes I play safe. Sometimes I go for a do or die hero shot and see if I can try to catch back up. But what do y'all think when you get into situations like that? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Now, this is pretty much going to wrap up the matches that I have for my last live stream. So stay tuned for my next live stream where I'm going to review more of my matches, but they're all going to be 8-ball as I'm no longer on the 9-ball team because the roster no longer supports me again as a skillable 9. So hopefully here in the near future when we start shuffling the rosters around a bit, maybe I can get back on the team again. So if you like what you saw here, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and be sure to click the bell notification icon to be notified whenever I go live or publish a new video. Take care, everybody.